Hello and welcome to Craft with Sarah and our brand new website, which launched at the end of February 2025. If you've been to craftwithsarah.com before, you'll notice everything is looking a lot different now. This new website has been in development for over a year, and I'm so excited to finally be able to show it to you. Because lots have changed, I thought I'd do a video to show you how to do some of the things you're likely to want to do on this website. For example, to register a new account if you're new to us and you don't already have one, or how to log into your account if you do have one, how to access all my free designs and my tutorials, as well as showing you some of the new features on this new website. If you previously purchased Craft Clubhouse on my old website, so you're a Craft Clubhouse member, there is a separate video for you to show how to access all of your Craft Clubhouse content and how to use your new monthly design credits. To find that video, check your emails, as I sent an email out to all Craft Clubhouse members with the link to that video. Or you'll be able to find it by logging into your account, scrolling down the page, and looking for the Craft Clubhouse box. But if you're not a Craft Clubhouse member, this is the right video to be watching, so I'm going to crack straight on with showing you the new website. My team and I have worked hard to think about the best ways to present all of the information to you on the homepage so that you can find what you're looking for really easily. Scrolling down the page, you've got these new boxes which you can click for more information, whether you're visiting Craft with Sarah for the first time, you're looking for free SVGs, you're looking for tutorials, you're looking for help guides, and this is a new section with how-to videos for various different types of cutting machine, or if you're looking for inspiration from our crafting community. Again, that's something that's new. I'll go through it later in this video. You can then find the most recent tutorials underneath. This is a slider to allow you to look through to see more options, or you can click all posts to see everything. We've introduced a brand new monthly and yearly membership to Craft with Sarah. If you've been looking through some of our products and thinking, wow, there are loads of files here that I would like to buy, then the membership is something to have a little look at, because it will allow you to save a huge amount over buying the designs individually. It works on a credit system. So whether you join the monthly or the yearly membership, you'll get new design credits added to your account every single month that you can use to download the products from our shop. If you join the monthly membership, you'll get 20 design credits added every month. If you buy the yearly membership, you'll get 25 design credits every month. You'll also get access to brand new craft classes, which is something new for this new website. I'll show you that later in this video. You'll also be able to access member-only challenges every single month to win some amazing prizes. And you'll get the ability to request new designs for us to make. You'll notice on the live website, as you're looking at it, some places, for example the free SVGs page and our blog post tutorials, have display advertising on them in the sidebar and in various other places on the page. My team and I create a lot of free content for you to enjoy, whether that's free SVGs, printables, card making designs, or tutorials. To help support us for creating that free content, we use display advertising on the website. However, I know that those ads can be a little bit annoying and frustrating and sometimes get in the way or just be a little bit distracting. If you join the new monthly or yearly membership, an extra bonus of having the membership will be that all of those ads will magically disappear when you're signed into your account on craftwithsarah.com. So if those ads are something that you really don't enjoy, you can remove them by joining the membership. You'll also have one extra bonus, which is that if you join the monthly or yearly membership, you'll be able to save $30 on all Craft Countdown events. And that's any event that's already taken place, as well as any new one released throughout this year and beyond. Okay, scrolling down then further, we have a new feature on the homepage called Dollar Deals. This is a great way to find new designs at a really great price compared to the standard. Every single day, this page will automatically update to show a new dollar deal. You never know, a design you've had your eye on for ages might suddenly appear when you're looking at the website, and you'll be able to save around 80% on the normal sale price if you grab it while it's part of the dollar deal. Then scrolling down, we've got the ability to feature some seasonal designs, a little bit about me, and then a trending now section. This shows you what other members have been downloading on the site, and it updates in real time. So if there's a particular design that lots of people are enjoying right now, you'll be able to see what that is, and then you can get it too if you want to. And then finally, there are some boxes here to take you through to some new sections of the website. Alright, so that was the home page, and now I'm going to click this back to top button to take me back up to the top of the page. This will appear on all pages as soon as you start scrolling down, so that you've got an easy way to go back to the top if you want to. Next, let's take a look at how to register an account or how to log in to an existing account. If you're brand new to Craft with Sarah, you probably don't already have an account with us, so you would want to register one for free. You have to register an account and be logged in order to download any of our free SVGs, or in order to purchase any of our products or the membership. To register, press this register button at the top of the page, and that will load the registration form. Fill out your details and then agree to the terms and conditions of the site. Press register, and that will create an account and automatically sign you in, and you'll get email confirmation to say that that's all happened successfully. If you already have an account, press the login button on the top right instead. Log in using your username or email address and your password. These are the same details that you would have used on our old website, so your username and password have not changed. If you've forgotten your password, you can reset it here. We've also included a handy link to register a new account if you get to the login page and then you realise you haven't got an account yet. If you can't remember your password, or if you're just having trouble typing it in correctly, you can use this new magic link option. You may have seen something similar to this on other websites that you used. The magic link allows you to enter your username or your email address in the box and then press send me the link. That will send you an email with a very long, complicated looking link which you can click, and that link will automatically log you into my website without you having to type in your password. It's very clever. But of course, if you prefer, you can log in with your email and password in the standard way. I'm going to log in now using a test account that I've created so that I can show you the rest of the site. When you've entered your details, press login. And then when you're logged in, it will take you to your new account page, which looks something like this. I'm using a dummy account that I've just set up for this video, which is why it just says free here. Usually that would say your name. The first thing you'll see on your account page, if you are new to your account or if you're not already part of our membership, is a box telling you a little bit more about that. Scrolling down, you can access any purchased files or invoices, and that's any purchases that have been made on the new version of the website, so anything from the 24th of February 2025 onwards. You can also access your downloads, so this is any files that you've downloaded on the site, either free SVGs or paid ones. And then you can access all of your information here to change your details. The new website has a bookmark system called Favorites to allow you to select designs that you really like but you're not quite ready to download just yet, so that you can find them all at a later date. I'll show you how to use that in a moment. The rewards section should be not showing up because it isn't quite finished, so you will probably not see this rewards box. Ignore that for now. It's a fun new feature. It will be coming out soon. We just unfortunately didn't quite have time to finish it before launch. There's a new feature on the website called Community Projects, which allows you to share photos of craft projects that you've made with our community. This is a lovely way to get inspiration of how to use the designs or for projects that you might want to make going forward. And then finally, there's a box to allow you to get in touch with us. Scrolling down on the account page is a section for countdowns, events, and courses. If you've purchased any craft countdowns in the past, you'll be able to find them by pressing all countdowns. Or if you've purchased the advent calendar from last December or my lovely layering course, you'll have the buttons here to be able to view them. If you haven't purchased them, like this account hasn't, you can click the Find Out More button or these orange buttons to find out more. If I go into all countdowns, this is going to show me all Craft Countdown events that have ever taken place. Craft Countdowns are themed events that I run throughout the year. They range from 10 to 20 days in length, and they are a way of me featuring brand new projects and craft ideas, all on a certain theme. All the past countdowns are now available to purchase should you wish to do that. Remember, if you join the monthly or yearly membership, you'll be able to save $30 on all of those listed prices. If you've already purchased any of these countdowns, you'll see a coral-coloured button instead that says Access Countdown to allow you to view all of the projects and download the files. That's it for the account page, so now let's take a look at the free SVGs. I'll click Free SVGs over here in the top navigation. This lists out all of the free designs available for you to download. You can look through any of them and click the free download button, and that will start immediately downloading to you straight away. Or you can click the read tutorial button, and that will take you to the matching blog post for that particular design so you can see how to make it. You can sort the free designs by name or by age, or you can use these categories on the left side of the screen to narrow it down to what you're looking for. For example, if I press Lanterns and Luminaries, that will update to only show me the free SVGs in that category. You can also narrow down by themes, for example, animals, gnomes, flowers, seasons, sports, all these different types of thing, or by occasion, and that's where you'll find things like birthday, Easter, Christmas, Halloween, all of those. For instance, if I now click on Christmas, it's going to update to only show me the lanterns and luminaries with a Christmas theme. You'll notice that these pictures have a little heart on the top right. This is the favourites that we saw on the account page. Hover over and then click, and then the heart will go red to show that you have now added this to your favourites. If I now go to my account page, scroll down and press View Favourites, it will have that design listed out for me. Here it is. There is a search option so you can search through your favourites, and this search box is also present on the previous purchases and the downloads pages to make finding what you're looking for as easy as possible. If there is a particular design that you would like to find, you can use this search option at the top of the page. For example, I'll type in cardinal and then press search. The new website has moved our shop onto the same website as everything else. On the old website, if you were to search, it wouldn't find any of the products because they were located somewhere else and it couldn't talk to the shop. So it was a little bit confusing trying to find what you were looking for. Whereas now it's really easy. The search results will separate everything out, whether it's a free SVG, you can see there's two options here, or whether it's a design from our shop. If there are lots of results, you can click through to look at the different pages. The search also shows any tutorials that have the keyword or phrase that you typed in. Here are some with cardinals. And then it will show you any craft classes that have the word cardinal in. There aren't any right now. And also any previous Craft Countdown tutorials that featured cardinals. The reason that this one, even though it's Halloween themed, is showing up is because I referenced this cardinal in that post. The search is now much easier to use and it actually shows you what you're looking for now, which is definitely an improvement. But if you are just interested in the free SVGs, you can click View Freebies Only to narrow it down to just show you those. Next, let's take a look at the shop. To find all of our paid designs, press Products in the navigation. This will list out all the free SVGs as well as any paid designs. You'll notice under the paid designs, for most of them, they will have a credits amount listed and then a monetary amount. If you join the new monthly or yearly membership, you'll get new design credits added to your account every month that you can use to download designs at no additional cost. Because I'm logged into an account that isn't part of the membership, I'm seeing an Add to Cart button here because I don't have any credits to use. If you were on the membership, for any design available with credits, you would see a Get with Credits button instead, and you would click that to be able to start it downloading. I'll show you that later in this video when I log in to an account that does have a membership associated with it, so that you can see how that works. Scrolling up to the top, we've got all of the same categories, themes, and occasions to filter through. You can change the currency by pressing the button under here. It takes a few seconds to load, but the page will reload to show you that new currency. For instance, now I can see that in GBP. There's a link here to join the membership if you wish to, and you can also choose to show what products are available with credits and which ones aren't. So if you're considering the membership, but you're not sure if the designs that you are going to want to download are included, then you can use this Available with Credits option to filter through. And you can use the Not Available with Credits option to see which designs are not included. In general, that's any design that was released as part of a previous or any future Craft Countdown event. Craft Countdown designs are exempt from being able to be downloaded with credits. But as you can see, if I switch back to Available with Credits, there are 1,528 designs to choose from, so there is certainly a lot in there. And of course, any new designs I release throughout this year or into the future will be available to download with credits too, as long as it's not released as part of a future Craft Countdown event. You can click into a design to see more information about it. There's also a favourites button on this page too. If you find a design that you would like to purchase, press Add to Cart, and then you'll see a message come up at the top of the page to show it's been added. From there, you can either view your cart to manage what is in there, or you can check out. I just paused my video and logged out of that free account that I was looking at, and I've logged in instead to one that is part of the monthly membership. The account page looks different now because I can see my credits balance. It's telling me information about my membership. You can press View Details to view information and to cancel should you wish to, or to update your billing details. And then it tells you when your new credits will next be added to your account, or you can buy more now if you'd like to add additional credits straight away. Now that I'm logged into an account that I've been testing as part of the membership, I can show you some of these other pages in more detail. If I click Purchased Files, this lists out all of the designs that I have purchased on this account on the new website. They all have a coral-coloured download button with a tick, which shows that I can re-download this at any point and it won't charge you again. It won't use up any of your credits again if you used your membership credits for this design. You can just re-download them whenever you want, as many times as you want. There's a search box on here, so you can type in there and it will narrow the results down for you. Or you can sort by name by clicking on the title here, or by purchase date or cost to look through the different designs. If you're looking for previous Craft Countdowns, Advent Calendar or Lovely Layering purchases, the links are available here. Please note that only files that you've purchased on this new website as of the 24th of February 2025 onwards will show in this purchase files section. If you'd like any of your purchases from my old website to show up, then you can import your legacy purchases by clicking this link here, or press Import Legacy Purchases on the left-hand side. Please note that any Craft Countdown, Advent Calendar, or Lovely Layering purchases will have automatically been moved over to your new account, so you don't need to import your legacy purchases if it's just those that you're looking for. However, if you bought designs on my old SVG shop, so that's either individual SVG files or mega bundles or custom bundles, then those ones will not show up on this new website. As the old shop worked on a completely different software system to this one, there was no way to get them to magically talk to each other to be able to automate bringing over your older purchases. That's why there's this option to import them should you wish to. Of course, it's completely optional. I'll press Import Legacy Purchases to show you what this page looks like. There's some more information here at the top about the process and the benefits of importing your legacy purchases. If you bought designs from my old SVG shop, you'll know that those designs have never been available within your craftwithsarah.com account. Those designs were emailed to you upon purchase with a download link in the email. That means that if you ever lost that email or couldn't find it or you deleted it by mistake, there'd be no way for you to re-download those files in the future should you wish to. The benefit of importing your legacy purchases onto the new Craft for Sarah website is it means anything you've ever bought before will show up in your purchases section on your account, which means it's all nice and easily in one place for you to re-download files whenever you want to in the future. And there'll be a search option so that you can find what you're looking for super easily. No more trawling back through your emails and trying to remember when you bought something so that you can find the email. It would all be there right away. The other huge benefit of importing your previous purchases is that the website is very clever now, and if you've imported your purchases, it will have a check in it to make sure you never buy the same design more than once. I know a lot of you had this problem in my old shop where you would buy something and then a few months later, maybe you forgot that you'd previously bought it and you would buy it again. The new site doesn't let you do that. If you've purchased something or if you've imported your previous purchases and you go to that product page in the future, instead of it being a add to cart or a buy with credits button, it will just show you a download button and tell you that you've previously purchased that file. So no more duplicate purchases. You will notice as you scroll down this page that there is a charge if you would like to have your legacy purchases imported. This is because it has to be a manual process for me and my team to do. Every single purchase you've ever made needs to be moved over one file at a time. It's hugely time consuming for us, which is why I have added a charge to this just to help cover my overheads and expenses of having my team perform this service for you. There are two different options. You can either have your legacy purchases imported within 7 days, which is a little bit of a higher cost, or within 30 days, which is a bit of a lower cost. And that is a one-time charge, and then that means that all of your purchases, whether you've bought 5 things before or you've bought 100, will all be moved in, and then they'll always be there in your account ready to re-download. Any new designs you purchase or download on this new website as of February 2025 will automatically always appear in your account. So you don't need to do anything for future designs. This is only for anything you bought on the older website. If you do decide to import your legacy purchases, please fill out this form in as much detail as you can. We ask for alternate names you may have used, for example, shorter names, nicknames, different surnames, things like that, and also alternate email addresses. So if you think you might have used different emails at various points to place your orders, please let us know what they are, because we won't be able to find your previous purchases if we don't have your information. So maybe you have a Gmail email address and a Hotmail that you use interchangeably. It'd be really helpful if we know both of those. That was quite a long description about one little feature of the site, so we're going to move on now to something else. Here's how to download products from the shop using your design credits if you're on the monthly or yearly membership, or if you're a Craft Clubhouse member. As I'm now signed into an account that has the membership, you'll notice that the coral coloured add to cart buttons have been replaced with teal get with credits buttons, and they have a little C icon to show that this is a credit purchase. Let's have a little look at filtering. I'll go to only show designs available with credits. And then under categories, let's go for lanterns and luminaries. I can then see all the designs here. When there's one that you would like to use your credits for, press Get with Credits. That will give you a pop-up box where it asks you to confirm if you would like to use your credits to get that particular design. It also tells you the amount of credits you currently have on your account. If you'd like to proceed, press Confirm. That will start the file automatically downloading to your computer. You can see it's coming up here. It then tells you your new balance of credits. Press Close to close that box. The Get with Credits button underneath the design I just downloaded has now been replaced with a coral coloured download button. Now anytime I view this product on the website, I'll see this coral button. That means I will never have the chance to spend my credits or to buy this design again. I've already bought it, which means I can download it again for free at any point in the future by pressing the download button. If you went in to view the project details, it would also have that coral coloured download button instead of showing you the Get with Credits button. And this design will now show up in the purchases page in your account page and also on your recent downloads. Don't forget, as a monthly or yearly membership member, you'll get new credits added to your account every single month on the same day of the month that you started your subscription. And if you're a Craft Clubhouse member, you'll get new credits added on the 1st of every month. The tutorials link in the top navigation shows all of the blog posts and tutorials that were available on the old site. They've all been ported over so you can still access them. But there's a new one in here called Machine Help. This is a new page for the new website. I have been spending a lot of time over the past 6 months or so learning how to use a Silhouette and a scan and cut machine. If you've been following Craft with Sarah for a while, you know I love my Cricut. My Cricut machine is what I use for making most of my crafts, but I'm fully aware that many of you don't have a Cricut. You might have alternate machines, or you might not have one of those machines and you might be hand cutting projects instead, or you might be looking for sublimation or laser cutting help. You can click into any of these options to find specific tutorials for you and your machine. A lot of these are still in progress, but I'll be releasing them throughout the year. Let's take a little look at the Cricut one. Scroll down to see all of the different tutorials. As I said, a few are still coming soon, but they'll be out within the next few weeks. The ones that have been done, you can click to watch the video. I'm working on creating written versions of all of them too. So all of these tutorials have been specifically recorded in Design Space for using a Cricut. We've got how to upload SVGs, how to cut cardstock on the larger machines, a Joy Extra version of that same video, and an original Joy version, and then extra videos and tutorials underneath. For example, how to recolor designs in Design Space and how to modify SVGs. Coming soon will also be some framing design tips and how to turn layered designs into greetings cards. If you have a Silhouette or Scan and Cut, those exact tutorials will be available on your page for your machine, but completely re-recorded for your software. So for Silhouette, they've all been done in Silhouette Studio, and for Scan and Cut, they've been recorded in the Canvas Workspace software. Talking about the different types of cutting machine leads me nicely on to this next point. We were fully aware that on the old website, some of the ways in which we saved our designs meant that they were quite hard to use on other types of cutting machine. For example, Silhouette machines, scan and cuts, and on laser cutters. We have gone through all of our free SVGs and also all of the GNOME designs from our shop and reformatted them as part of this website relaunch to make them easier to use in those other types of machine software. To show you what I mean, let's click into one of these free SVGs. If you notice, these two teal-coloured background images with a fairy door picture as part of the image gallery on a product that you're looking at, that means that this is one of the designs that's been redone in the new formats. Let's click the magnifying glass to show you. How we used to do things on the old website was that you would get this stacked in place design. So this will be the SVG files that you're used to seeing if you have a Cricut. And that hasn't changed, you'll still get those files. So if you have a Cricut, don't worry, it's all still the same. However, what we've also done now is we've introduced a new file type, which is EPS format. So if your machine uses that, those files are now included. And we've created additional versions of the design. The first has all of the pieces split in order on the page instead of placing them one on top of the other like this. And another version has everything grouped by colour. From doing my extensive testing with a scan and cut machine, the layers separated by colour is far easier to use than the files we had previously included. It would also be more helpful for laser machines and for silhouettes if you're using the free version of Silhouette Studio. And what we've also done is we've included printable versions for these designs too. So whether you're printing it out on your home printer or if you're doing sublimation, you'll now find a print-ready file, both a PNG with a transparent background and a JPEG with a white background. And then one more is we've introduced hand cutting PDF files for those who are looking to make the projects but without a cutting machine. Previously, we didn't have this option at all, so our designs were only suited for cutting machines. But in order to make them more inclusive, we're now working through the older designs to include hand cutting versions too. One of the PDF versions will be in full colour for if you prefer to print it out and cut each piece straight away with scissors or a craft knife, or there's also a black and white version for if you prefer to use these as templates or stencils to cut around on coloured cardstock. As I said, the designs that we have added all these extra formats to so far are the free SVGs and the GNOME designs. We'll be working through some of our older designs later this year, and any new designs that we have coming out throughout this year and beyond will be done from scratch straight in these new file formats. But as I said, if that's already confusing to you and you're like, Sarah, I've been using your files absolutely fine for years, why would you change things? Don't worry. Yours will still be the same. You've still got these same file formats. This is just to make it easier for other crafters with different types of machine or those who don't have a machine. Next, let's take a look at the new membership classes section. This is something that's brand new as of February 2025. To find this page, press Classes in the navigation and then Membership Classes. These are brand new detailed video classes on a range of papercraft topics. There's one in there so far, but I'll be releasing a brand new class every single month on a wide range of papercraft and cutting machine designs. These classes are only accessible if you're on our new monthly or yearly membership plan. If you are a Craft Clubhouse member, then there's information in your account on how you can access these designs too. But for those of you who are new to the site, the only way you'll be able to access these is by joining that membership. Let's take a look at this Scrap Patterns cards class. If I click View Class, this is going to show me all of the lessons that are available. In order to make these classes accessible for as many different crafters as possible, every single lesson has been recorded 3 times. Once in Cricut Design Space, once in Silhouette Studio, and once in Canvas Workspace for scan and cut users. That means whichever one of those machines you're using, you'll be able to follow along with the classes. As I said, a new one will come out every month, so don't worry that there's just one there at the minute. There'll be lots more very soon. Next up, let's look at the community section. These 3 pages, community projects, craft challenges, and design requests, are all new for the new website. Let's start by looking at community projects. This is a feature that I've wanted to have for a really long time, and it's a way for you to be able to submit photographs of craft projects that you're really proud of and have them featured on the Craft with Sarah website. Now, at the minute, because I'm looking at a development version of the website, it hasn't actually quite gone live at the time I'm recording this video. This has just got test data in it, which is why you can see that Santa and Spider-Man have been submitting projects. Obviously, when you're looking at this for real, it will be real people's projects. So what you would do if you want to be featured on this page and have your photograph featured and also a little bit of information about your project, for example, you can see a description here, then what you would do is fill out the form underneath here. The only requirement for filling out the design is that you have to be logged into an account, but it can be an account that you've registered for free. There are no purchases necessary in order to submit a project to the community. The requirements for submitting a project is that the photo you submit has to use at least one Craft with Sarah design file. That can be a free SVG, or it can be one from the shop, or it can be something from a Craft Countdown event. It really doesn't matter. As long as your photo has at least one Craft with Sarah design in it, you can submit it to be featured. Give it a title and a little bit of a description, and then choose what name you'd like to have displayed alongside your project. When you submit the form, it will go into review. We aim to review all submissions within 72 hours. Upon review, you'll get an email if your design has been published, and you'll also get a notification appear on the website, which is what this little bell here is at the top. This is sort of similar to how you might find notifications on Facebook or places like that. Basically, when something happens that we'd like you to be aware of, you'll get a notification and you can click into there and you can mark it as read, or you can delete it, or you can view all of your notifications. If your community project is featured, it will appear here so that other crafters can look at it and see it and get inspiration from it. And of course, you'll be able to look through everyone else's projects too. So if you're thinking, I really want to make something, but I don't know what to do, this community projects place is a great place to start. Next, let's move on to the community and then craft challenges, another new feature. Again, this is just showing test data at the moment, so don't worry that it doesn't quite make sense and the pictures are not right. When you look at it on the real website, it will be all nice and real content. Craft challenges are going to be monthly challenges to push you outside of your comfort zone when you're crafting to win awesome prizes. Each month, 2 new challenges will be created. One will be available for anybody to enter, and one will only be for crafters who are on a monthly or yearly membership. So those ones will be a little bit more exclusive. Both will have awesome prizes if you're chosen as the winner, but I will say the membership only ones may just have slightly better prizes on them as a little bit of an extra incentive. The challenges will be things like either to create a themed design, maybe make something that features an animal, or make something related to Easter. Or they could be focused on a particular technique, for example, an iris folding card or a 3D lantern. Or they might include using a particular type of craft material, maybe submit something that you've made that uses acetate, or something that you've made where you've put vinyl onto cardstock, or something along those lines. Full instructions and guidance will be included for all of the different challenges. You can click more info and that will show you the information. Again, this has just got test data in it at the minute, and you'll be able to view all of the other entries. And if you enter, your entry will show here too for other people to be able to see. Entering the challenges is really easy. It's just a little form to submit. Again, your entries will go into review once you've submitted them, and we aim to review them all within 72 hours. Once a challenge ends, for example, this one has 5 days left to enter, then we will choose a winner, and if you're the winner, you'll get a notification on the website and also an email with information on how to claim your prize. The third and final section in the new community tab is design requests. If you're on the new monthly or yearly membership, or if you're a former Craft Clubhouse member, you can submit up to 2 design requests every single month. Please note that just because you submit a request, it doesn't guarantee that we'll make it, but it puts it on our radar and at least gives us the idea. To submit a request, you'll click the button here and then give us some information about what you're looking for, choose the type of project it is that you're looking to make, and then just tick the little box to make sure you understand that there's no guarantee requests will be completed. This page lists out all the requests made by all members. If you're looking through and you see a design that you agree, yeah, that would be great, I really want to see that, then you can hover over the little thumbs up and click it to upvote that design. The more upvotes a design request gets, the more likely we are to make it. You can upvote design requests even if you're not a Clubhouse member and not on our membership. So even if you've got an account that you've only ever used to download free SVGs, you can still use all of these uptick buttons to have your say about which of these designs submitted you would like to see added to the website. If we do choose to make a design that you've requested, when it's been completed, you'll receive an email to let you know and also a website notification. If you've upticked a design and we make that design in the future, you won't receive an email because we thought that might get a little bit repetitive, especially if we've made loads of designs that you've upticked. But what you will get is a website notification to let you know, and that will include the link to go and view the design. So it really is worth upticking the designs that you'd like to see because it means you'll get a notification if that is ever made. So there you have it. That was a full-on walkthrough of the brand new Craft with Sarah website. This video ended up a little bit longer than I was imagining, so well done if you've made it to the end. But there was just so much to show you that I thought I'd rather be a little bit longer and make sure everything is covered. However, if you do have questions about anything in this video or anything on the new website, please email hello@craftwithsarah.com. We aim to get back to all emails within 48 hours, although please note we don't work weekends and we are all based here in the UK, so there might be time differences between us and you, which might delay our response. As this is a brand new website and so much has changed, as you can see, we are expecting a few little teething problems to creep in the first couple of weeks after it going live. So if you're using the site and you notice something that's maybe not quite working right, or if you're trying to do something and it's not doing what you expect, or maybe you can't log into your account, or anything along those lines, please email us and let us know. Chances are we're already aware of it and we're on it trying to fix it, but just in case it's something we don't know about, it would be really helpful if you could let us know. And of course, if you are having any trouble accessing your account or using any of the features, we will assist you and respond to your email, get you all logged in and signed up and working and happy. We'd hate for you to be sat there feeling frustrated that the site isn't doing what you expect it to do. So please do get in touch and we will help you as soon as we possibly can. But for now, I think it's time for me to wrap up this video and then I am going to go and make myself a cup of tea because I've been talking for a long time. I really hope that you like how the new Craft with Sarah site is looking. It's been so long since we first sat down with the web developers and planned out what all the features were going to be and what it was going to look like and all of the new things that I just actually can't believe that it's finally here and available for you all to use. If you have any feedback you'd like to give, then again, please email us hello@craftwithsarah.com. It's always super helpful to get feedback on the site from the actual people who are using it, like you. But for now, what I'd recommend doing is just going to the site and having a play. You aren't going to break anything or do anything wrong. Just click through the pages, have a look, try and have a little download of some of the free SVGs, maybe submit a community project, or perhaps even join the membership. Whatever you decide to do, whether you're using the site completely for free and you never buy anything, that's absolutely fine. We're so grateful to have you here. But likewise, if you do become a customer or if you're already a customer, thank you so much. Your support really does mean a lot to me and my team. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll be back very soon with some more craft tutorials. Thanks for watching. Bye.